Hello everyone, welcome to Added Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for 15th February. See, what I've opened is the daily chart of Banknifty. This is the trend line that we had. This and this kind of this wedge pattern was, I'll be going to 15-minute time frame and showing all the levels and what trade we took, when was the best. Though we got a huge gap down, the gap down was about 800 points. Okay. We got a gap down exactly. We opened below this trend line and then started slipping. But it was not easy to just short right after the market opened and take a trade. I'll be showing you where were some good entries. So the next support based on price action, this low that we were kind of hoping that maybe the market might reverse. This would be the budget. No, the recent low where the recent low where the market bounced, right? Even that is broken comfortably with a good bearish candle. Now the next support on the daily chart is coming in over here around 36,400. If that breaks, there is no support until 35,520. So that's on the daily chart. Let's look at the 15-minute chart where we had all the levels marked. I'm going to get rid of some lines that we had drawn yesterday. See, the moment, this is the 15-minute chart. Let me just make it big. The moment we got this 800-point gap down, there was no point entering immediately, right? We broke all the daily CPR level. We gapped down below S3, so it was quite risky to enter right at the opening. So we kind of waited to see how the market will react. This level, what we had, right, it almost looked like we are taking a good support over here. That is around 37,300. We were taking good support and we're going to get a good bounce. But when looking at the open interest data, right, throughout we were having the calls written heavily on the 37,500. There were more open interest on the call side. So we kind of knew that during the day it might be difficult to break 37,500. Then we again got a dip, again bounce. This was a beautiful pattern. Now to get a better understanding, I'm going to shift to a 5-minute chart to see where all the entries were. See, when this initial move happened, right, this big candle, red candle, and then we started going higher, we kind of had this pattern. We were even ready to go long if this high had broken, this high of 37,500, if it had broken and the open interest started reducing, we were even ready to go long here. But exactly over here, we started reversing and again got this bounce, again came down. But overall, when we look at the structure, we were making lower highs. So that was indicating the market was weak. And we took an entry after this 37,250 broke, when kind of this support that was there, right? It was a pretty strong support, 37,250. When this broke, we entered and we took a confirmation from the 15-minute candle. This is a very good example for those who have some sort of confusion whether they should decide on a 15-minute candle or a 5-minute candle. See, when you look at this 5-minute candles, this looked like it's going to break down. It was, if we had entered immediately, we got a bounce. Again here, inverted hammer, it looked like we are going to break. Again, we bounced. So there were this 5-minute candle sometimes gives a lot of conflicting views where intraday traders can get like unwanted thoughts of entering and enter. So the best confirmation to take was in the 15-minute. See, even after this candle came the next 15-minute candle, which broke and closed below the 250 support that we had drawn, right? After that, we got a fall. Obviously, we could have shorted even here or anywhere along this trend line and made a little more money. But since we already had such a big gap down and a possible reversal also was in cards, so we wanted a safe entry. So only after this 15-minute candle closed below the support, then we started scalping on the downside. And we have also hit our another target of 37,015, which we had marked. Now, so that was one beautiful trade. Actually, apart from this entry at around 155, we could have even taken a short over here, kind of this evening star being formed at this resistance, the morning opening resistance. But we wanted a more confirmation on a 15-minute candle and wanted to see what kind of structure is being formed, right? See, this was a nice bearish candle even in 15 minutes engulfing these two candles. So we could have taken a short here, but we went a little bit on the safe side and took a short when this broke down. And when this was breaking down, even the Europe markets and the global markets was in red. So we were pretty convinced that this breakdown can come, and took a short. Now coming for the trade possibilities for tomorrow. See, we have a very wide CPR. After this fall, the CPR, it's pretty wide. So depending on the global market and the gap down, right, it's too early to look at SGX Nifty, but as of now, Dow Jones is around minus 80 points and Europe is down heavily. The German and the Europe and the France market are all in red. So most likely we might get another gap down, but it's too early to tell. We'll have to see how the US market closes. So in case we get a gap down to this level, this support level of from here it's another 500 points, right? Say 400, 500 points. If we get a gap down here at 36,600 and 36,417, we might see some kind of a bounce or good profit booking might come, because people who have shorted from here, right, are sitting in almost 2,000 points profit, more than that, or even a short from here. Whoever is in the trade are in huge profits. So if we get a gap down to this level, 36,400, we might see some bounce. And how I got this level is, I'm going to shift to a higher time frame, 1 hour, so it will be a little clear. So this was our first support that is broken today, and the next support was here, even that is broken at about 37,000. Now the next support is over here where I'm marking in the cursor, that is 36,400. If this breaks, there is no significant price action support until 35,500. Okay, but will we fall straight? We might and we might not. There might be some reaction level at this point. I'm going to make it a little light. If 36,400 breaks, right, we might get some reaction at this point. And if we check any level on a 15-minute, so we do have some price action imbalance here. We could probably take support at 36,100, or we could also take some support at this level, 35,900. And if we get another huge gap down like tomorrow, like today, how we got 800 point gap down, say a big 600 or 700 point gap down, there is a possibility we could reverse and some profit booking might come in, and it'll be sideways. Most of the day we might remain sideways because of the wide CPR. So our trade plan is, if this level breaks on a 15-minute 36,400, we might do some scalping for S2 and all the levels that I've marked. And the reversal is, in case we get a huge gap down anywhere and get a strong buy signal, we might even go long with all the levels as the target from down. Now say we gap down until say 36,200. If we get a nice support over here, we might trade until 36,400 or S1 or even the previous day low. And in case we get a flat opening meaning, see, this is the tomorrow CPI levels that is there. Flat opening meaning we don't get such a big gap down, we might get a flat opening. Then we will wait for some kind of a pullback, probably until the CPI levels, and then see if we can short. And a good long trade would be if kind of this, see, we took support on this trend line, right? If kind of this trend line breaks, we might try scalping for higher levels, probably till R1. That is in case we go up. So this is our trade plan for Bank Nifty. Now just looking at the open interest in Bank Nifty, we do have significant resistance at 37,500. All the some put riders also have exited small amount. And see, as of now, even 37,000 has put riders, but see the amount of call riders that have come in the green bar. The change in OI for today is huge. So 37,000 can act as resistance, and a good support is coming in at 36,500. The same where we are seeing even on the price action, a good support is coming in around 36,400. So in case we can, if we short at higher levels, this will be a very good place to book profit, 36,400. And we'll also make use of the weekly CPR levels. Now in this, I have few weekly CPR levels at the first. Today we traded below weekly CPR S1. Now we have weekly CPR S2 over here at 36,460. So somewhere between 36,450 to 36,400, there is some strong support. A lot of pivot levels are coming in weekly, daily, and even the price action. So this will be a good place. But if this breaks, then we can definitely see lower levels. So that is for Bank Nifty. And Nifty also had a pretty good move today, pretty big fall, and it was easily tradable. So Nifty had a better fall in, like, once this trend line broke, right? See, even in Nifty we had a huge gap down. After that, got this up move. Then we made this lower high, testing this resistance that we had drawn from this recent low. That acted as resistance. And then when we started slipping, probably after this trend line broke, it was a good shot until this next target. Even this other target that we had got filled from this price action. Now I'm just going to shift to an hourly chart to show the next possible targets on the downside. I'm just going to shift. This is the hourly chart. See, in case now we start slipping tomorrow, the first target would be this gap fill. It almost got filled, but this gap fill of 16,790. The next support is over here, 16,740. If all this breaks, we could even fill this gap of 16,630. This gap is pending, and even if that breaks with a huge, see, if all these levels are broken with the gap down and we start going, the next major support is only here, 16,400. I'll make this a little darker. So even tomorrow, depending on, it looks like we're going to get a gap down. Whether we get a gap down or a gap up or a flat opening, the best is to wait and trade because we are also behind some news, right? There is a scam and there is a imminent war anytime soon. So best is to wait, get a nice price action, nice trend line breakdown, and then trade. Bank Nifty was a beautiful trade in terms of price action. See, I was referring about 5-minute and the 15-minute, right? So see the conflicting views that we had with 5-minute. Even if we had entered thinking a breakdown, we got a reversal. So this is the best example of seeing which time frame is better to take confirmation, that is 15 minutes. So this candle came and then immediately we shorted. We were able to catch some profits. So even tomorrow our plan is to wait and see if this kind of structure, any kind of structure form, not necessarily the same structure, right? Any kind of structure forms, then a breakdown comes. But if this level breaks 36,400 and if this OI starts shedding from 36,500 put, we can see further downside. And looking at the open interest for Nifty, see, we have pretty good resistance at 17,000. All the put sellers have, most of the put sellers have exited. So only the call sellers that has been added. The call selling has been added even in 16,900. As of now, a good support is coming in at 16,800. If that breaks, probably we could even see 16,650 and 700 is possible based on the open interest. As of now, the open interest, it does look bearish, but anytime we need to be careful with the trade we take, and especially why I'm saying careful is anytime some sort of profit booking can come, short covering can come. Now, if say some positive news comes out of that war or something related to this bank fraud that happened, a good short covering might come for an intraday move. So we'll have to be careful. So again, we'll be looking to scalp tomorrow with these levels as our targets, and let's see how Bank Nifty